right. Hey, hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right. So, this is going to be a today's topic video. It is for the 22nd of July. We start out with the Queen of Cups, and somebody may have some wonderful pearls of wisdom. I'm getting like a mother, grandmother energy vibe. Like a feminine is realizing that, wow, I'm really stepping into some of the lessons and the wisdom that's been passed down to me. I don't know. I just feel like once in a while we hear people say things, and then at a certain point in our life we go, this is what they meant when they said that. um oh gosh, if this is the kind of love that the old folks used to warn me about, Mary, I'm in trouble. There's a song by Wycliffe and Mary J. Blige called 911, and it's a great song, but it's all about like, wow, if this is what people used to warn me about, oh, this is the kind of love that, man, it's, grabs a hold of you. Um, we have the Ten of Pentacles. This is actually a lot of happiness, though, and a lot of success. In that particular song that I just referenced, it's actually kind of like the kind of love that is sometimes not great for us, but we can't shake loose from it. Um, but this actually feels like, now I'm realizing that with these pearls of wisdom, when you find something that does feel really good, you'll know it. You'll know it when you find it. That's it. It feels like we have a divine feminine, possibly. Do bear in mind, I can actually read for genders. Everyone has yin yang within them. We all have both the masculine and the feminine within us. So again, I'm reading for energy flow, not gender. But with that Seven of Swords in the reverse, this is like, oh, you don't have to worry about lying to yourself when you find something that's real and that's true and that is going to be successful, and that it just all clicks. I never knew what somebody meant until now. Now I know. And I know I'm not lying to myself because I know it in some other piece of myself. It's not the fantasy that I tell myself. It's not the cliche that I tell myself. It's like, it's so much more tangible. I get what people were telling me. When you know, or when you find it, you'll know it. And that could be about love. That could be about, in this case, just like knowing yourself. The Ten of Pentacles can be about personal abundance. It can also be about family related matters. It can be about financial matters. But I keep feeling like we have a character who's genuinely realizing, I know where I belong. I'm where I'm supposed to be. This Everything is clicking into place. I feel a sense of, genuine joy, genuine stability in myself. I feel like I have arrived. Who I am, the things I'm choosing, they're all true, authentic reflections of what I truly want and where I want to be right now. Somebody could be spending more time with like family or people that are near and dear to them. They could be giving their energy to, a career path that they really truly feel good about. They could find themselves like, man, this is like what I was born for. Like this is me at my best. And I genuinely know that. I'm not, keeping myself at a lower level. I'm functioning like on all cylinders, and I'm really happy with where I'm at. We have a Knight of Cups. I feel like we have in this case, this Queen of Cups is very aware of how happy they are, and they're also aware that what comes next, this could be the best time of their life to meet the love of their life, or to feel like, oh my God, I'm just now ready to really date somebody that would be someone that really touches my heart. I wouldn't be looking for drama or accidentally sliding into, toxicity or something like that. I'm at a place now, maybe for the first time ever, where I know I would find what I'm genuinely seeking. Page of Pentacles in the reverse, and it won't be something that's got to walk in eggshells around, and it won't be something that's, immature. It's like, I'm so ready for something very real, because I'm very real at this point. So I want to say it this way. We have a character who has reached full self-actualization. They know who they are. They know that they have a place in this world. They don't doubt their self-worth and value. And they also are very much aware that there's, like, they could be open to love and they could find really great love. Now, we do have this Wheel of Fortune, though, in the reverse. This character might be saying, because this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse says, if it's the right time, I'll meet that person. And if it's not, I will trust that as well. Because what I do know is I'm not going to be drawn to or settling for something that is, immature, or something that is just going to end up being transitional. I really am at a great place in my life where if I meet someone that I'm genuinely drawn to at this phase in my life, I can trust that it'll be somebody that's much more like matching my vibration. And if I don't see somebody around me, it's probably because either they're not ready for me, or I'm, it just hasn't happened yet. It's very much like we have a character trusting in the divine flow. 9 of Wands. Yeah, it's like, look, I have learned not to force and demand that things have to happen on my terms. I've also learned not to grab things while I'm wounded, because that's when you make poor decisions. I have learned that if I don't meet somebody right now, maybe it's because it is in my own best interest. Maybe I'm still healing from a little something. I trust that the right person will present themselves at the right moment when I am in the right energy. It looks and feels really, really nice. It feels like a character who is trusting in the flow of the universe. Actually, I'm going to go to this deck instead. All right. So in regards to trusting the flow of the universe, do you have a message for our character about kind of where they're at? We've got the Hanged Man in the reverse. The universe is like, that's sweet, that's great, but guess what? It is time. It's awesome that you're so peaceful about everything, but guess what? A bunch of things are about to happen, beginning with great happiness. 9 of Cups. I mean, I think that our character's already been very happy, but I think you notice how our character's not like in any desperate energy whatsoever. They really like their life. And the universe is like, you're going to start basking in, this is usually a single person's incredible joy. There's I don't know, I'm picturing, like, if this character has maybe not had a whole lot of fun in a long time, they're about to start having a lot more fun. And that might become their pursuit at the moment. They might discover that, like, oh man, I love going out and just interacting, and love and romance is not really on my mind at the moment because I'm just so busy loving my life. I'm going out with friends. I'm going to karaoke bars. I'm here and sing me a song, piano man, sing us a song. I'm singing with the whole pub, swaying back and forth. It's just like, it feels like somebody who's like really enjoying humanity and really enjoying life. And it's kind of like the universe is saying, what our character is going to discover is that they're going to be in like the best, most joyous time of their life, also the calmest, most spiritual time of their life. So everything is not just, drinking and being merry and having fun, but it's also like profound peace and possibly like real spiritual enlightenment. I'm picturing this as somebody who might, wake up at random points in the night or in the day, and they're like, oh my God, look at this. I'm up just in time to see a shooting star. Oh, look at this. I woke up just in time to, see the moonlight trickle across, my bed. Or, oh my God, I woke up just in time to watch the dawn rise. God, this is such a gift. It just feels like our character is going to have these like beautiful moments of overwhelming peace just in their own life. So the universe is saying there's definitely good stuff in this character's life, but first, it's like I want this character to really not just experience joy for a little bit, but get to like a really profound, rich experience of what it feels like to be genuinely happy and genuinely at peace in just their own skin, in their own life, in their own body, with no other person around them, no lover or anything like that, no relationship right now. Just kick up your feet and just in love, love your life and your freedom. Okay, that's kind of awesome. That's what seems to be just for a hot minute. That's what our character needs or deserves. And then the universe says, and then once you've experienced that, it's 10 of Cups time. Once you are truly, once you have sung enough karaoke, and you've awoken enough nights and just sat there and enjoyed the night sky, and just felt your spiritual connection to the power of the universe, then you'll be ready for that relationship, and it will be the one that you stay with. It'll be the lasting love, the everlasting love. It's kind of it's the sweetest, most powerful confirmation, especially when we started asking the universe for, like, hey, how's this going to pan out? Because remember, our Queen of Cups said, I'm okay with however this is supposed to go. I trust that if I don't meet somebody, even though I feel like I'm ready, but if I don't, it's probably because I still got some more healing to do, and I'm not going to force anything. Things are going too well for me right now. So I feel like the 22nd is just going to be this very comfortable day for a character, where they just really feel at peace with however their life unfolds, because so far it's been doing pretty good, all said and done. It doesn't mean this character's never known hurt or pain. It just means that they've reached a point. If you're going to become a queen, it takes a lot of effort to get there. If you're going to hit a 10, again, you had to go through all the first 9 pentacles, and some of those are tougher ones to get through. A lot of work that she's done to get to this point. So I'm not saying her life has been oh so easy. I'm just saying who she's evolved into and the place that she's at. Wonderful on the 22nd. And then we have the universe saying, yeah, well, darling, just know that yes, you're in a really good place, and yes, you're going to feel a ton of peace, but by the way, you're right there on the cusp of meeting your everlasting person. Can I just ask, just so that she has an idea, like, when does she meet this everlasting love kind of thing? Page of Wands in the reverse. This kind of says when she's not really looking for things to start in a traditional way. This is not going to be a love story that begins where it's like, oh, I met this person and there was a little bit of cool eye contact, and I kind of, got a little spark, or I'm kind of excited to see what happens with them. The universe is like, don't expect it to be like that. It's probably going to be knock your socks off, kind of big ticket item. Yeah. I am hearing the song by Patti Smith, Kimberly, and the planets hit. Bowls of jade dropped, and existence stopped. It's a great song, but if I get going, I'll sing the whole thing. This just feels like it will probably be an earth-shaking moment when our character encounters their person. It won't be a slow, traditional, like, get to know somebody a little bit. It could be like, one day you're whatever, picking apples at the grocery store and just, looking at them. And then you glance up and it's like, whoa, what was that force field that I just experienced looking at that person? Like that's more what I'm thinking this is. The Tower is a big event. 6 of Swords. And it's like, and I won't be the same after that. Move in again to another layer of comfort, peace, and calm. It really, I mean, I know this sounds very magical. This sounds like way overselling, a love story, but it's like, this could be a situation where it's like, oh no, I just knew. I knew it was them. Keep in mind, that's kind of how we started this storyline out. Wow, when you know. So I think all this time our character has been more or less awakening to their intuition. I think if we were going to summarize this story, I think that's what we're really describing. We have a character, especially because this is a Queen of Cups, so it's all about emotion, and emotion can connect us to intuition. But again, intuition that is not clouded by lies or fantasy or the wish of what we wish something was, or the, just the overly emotional side of ourselves where we can start to tell ourselves all kinds of things that aren't 100% true. that's not how this character is operating. She's like really straightforward, really open and honest with herself. So I don't know. I'm not saying that she meets this person on the 22nd per se, but it's very possible. Can I get one more on that 10 of Cups that was sideways there? Because it was sideways, I'm going to clarify with another sideways cards. The Page of Coins. This, remember, we already saw like, whoa, this is going to be a thunderclap. This isn't going to be a vague experience, but it could be that like these two, I mean, everybody has to say some words first, right? If we're meeting a new person, something has to happen where we say hello. You know, that's just a simple sentence or a simple one, one word, hi. So it does have to begin somewhere. And it may begin, with just a very simple, but it's not simple. It's like I knew when I heard their voice, or I knew when I saw them, or I knew it's definitely about the message. It's about the communication. This could be somebody who sends an email, a text to somebody, and it's like that very first message I already knew. It's something about like this begins and that's it. I already knew the very first time that I either heard their voice, the very first time they said hello. There was just something about them. That Tower moment. Final message on the win, possibly just in Leo season, because we are ending with the sun. I want to say this happens in Leo season. So this is very, 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 very like present. So, all right, I'm going to leave this one here. That's kind of awesome. Oh, and let me get one card for somebody whose birthday is on, actually, let's go with this deck. A card for someone whose birthday is on the 22nd. Here we go. King of Wands. Wow, this could be the season of warmth, a love offer possibly coming in from a divine masculine, possibly coming in from a fire sign, a Leo, Sag, or Aries. But this is somebody who's, I don't know, just like a character is taking charge of things and is very straightforward. And it's like, it's all about following the heart. Four of Wands, this could be the time frame for somebody to meet like their real mate, the partner that they will marry. And I keep seeing the Four of Wands and I'm thinking like, if only like some brief amount of time between like meeting somebody and then feeling like, wow, this is already serious. And it might only be like 4 months. And it's like, wow, I cannot even picture what my life was like before I knew them. So it kind of seems like we have got this season of somebody's life could be going into like a really serious chapter of like heart-centered energy where things just kind of fall into place, which is very much what this whole storyline was. So very beautiful. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up. Bye.